first, Rob Hawthorne.
Happy New Year from Tyneside. Newcastle fans born optimists, and they'll need to be with the team that Glenn Roeder has been forced to turn out today. The injuries just keep stacking up. Nicky Butt, who filled in for the injured Peter Ramage at centre-half against Everton, was expected to fill the same role against his old club today. However, the club managed to keep secret the fact that he'd injured his ankle as well, and to his huge disappointment, Butt misses out. So 19-year-old Canadian David Edgar gets his second Premiership game alongside fellow teenager Paul Huntington, 20-year-old Stephen Taylor, and Nobby Solano, who continues to do sterling service out of position. Shay Given, in his 400th game for Newcastle, could be busy.
Well, I expect Shay Given to be extremely busy. Right winger playing at right back, and Stephen Taylor in the centre of the defence, elder statesman at 20 years of age. What a game it is for these youngsters today, playing against the most potent attack in the Premiership. Edgar having to deal with Ronaldo. Daunting prospect. And things start looking a bit brighter when you look in the midfield area. Milner and Dyer, two wide players capable of giving any full-backs a tough time. Parker and Henry in the middle of the park, and of course Robbie Femi Martins, pace and power, and aerial threat of Sibierski up front.
Manchester United welcome back Nemanja Vidic and Paul Scholes after suspension, and Gary Neville and Patrice Evra, who were rested for the win over Reading. Louis Saha also comes in to face the club he once served on loan. The contrast with Newcastle in the wealth of options available to the visitors is shown by the presence of 4 internationals on the bench and no place for the likes of Solskjaer, Brown and Sylvestre. But reserve goalkeeper Thomas Kuszczak is ill, so the untried Tom Heaton stands by.
Well, used all his squad players over the festive period, Sir Alex, but it's all the big hitters that are out today. Vidic back in alongside Ferdinand, a really mean Manchester United back four, best defensive record in the Premiership. Ronaldo on the right. Well, at this moment in time, there's no more better entertainer in Europe. He really is in fantastic form. Fletcher in the middle of the park alongside Scholes, better suited to that role in my opinion rather than wide right. And well, it's difficult to see it how Manchester United could put a stronger side out. You know, Carrick for Fletcher maybe, but well, what an afternoon in prospect for Newcastle United young back four.
Happy New Year 007. Sir Alex Ferguson turned 65 yesterday. He's still younger than his fellow countryman, the original Bond, and he's got his own 007, licensed to thrill. The form of Cristiano Ronaldo this season has been enough to scare the living daylights out of any opposing defender, especially one who's not used to playing regularly. And for David Edgar, on his home debut and only his second appearance in the Premiership, it's quite a task containing the Portuguese winger today. New year, same old problems for Glenn Roeder, racked by injuries all season, and yet in adversity his team have produced some great performances. They're optimistic up here, they have to be for a side that hasn't won a major trophy since 1969, so maybe even with a patchwork side they could still surprise a few in the football world and do Chelsea a favour, who knows. Rob Styles is the man in the middle. The year starts with a 6-point advantage for Manchester United at the top of the Premiership. It could become 9 points by the next time Chelsea are in action. That's the aim as United kick off here, and this is Ryan Giggs. Aim straight away for Rooney and Saha, very much the first choice partnership in attack. Now here's Ronaldo. Little flick and trick already to find Gary Neville. And it's cut out for the first throw-in of the game for United by David Edgar. He'll be pleased to get that touch under his belt. Fletcher has found Gary Neville.
Well, an early corner kick for Manchester United. Glenn Roeder will be looking for his side to defend better at set plays, and they did it. They did it Goodison. Conceded 3 goals, all from corner kicks, free kicks.
Ferdinand, Vidic, Ronaldo, all pretty useful in the air. And Paul Scholes back in the team after a ban. We'll look to locate one of them here. Towards Ferdinand. by Stephen Taylor. The regular defenders, Taylor now pretty much the most experienced there. It's back by Vidic. United beat Newcastle 2-0 with both goals scored by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back at Old Trafford earlier in the season. Looking for another double over them, and Vidic was dwelling on it there against Sivierski, who just had a little nibble. Vidic to Ferdinand. A really solid central defensive partnership. They're paired together again today after the absence of Vidic through suspension at the weekend. The United manager was a little critical of the defending, particularly that let Reading back into the game late on. He'll be glad to have his first choice pair out there again tonight. This is Louis Saha, now Cristiano Ronaldo. United occupying Newcastle in an area they can expect to do for much of the day. A wayward one from Ronaldo, and that will give the home supporters heart.
Well, I think what we'll see quite a lot in this game is James Milner getting back to help the young inexperienced Edgar at left back in these situations. And most of these things have been landing in the back of the net of late for Ronaldo. His form really has been, well, it's been sensational.
Scored 2 goals in each of the last 3 matches. Cristiano Ronaldo. Helped on by Fletcher.
I think looking at that Manchester United back four now, I guess that was first choice back four. Everyone these days just getting the nod ahead of Heinze, had a terrific season. Frenchman. Ferdinand Vidic partnership, really solid. Seem to have formed a great partnership, good understanding. And of course, Gary Neville.
Mr. Dependable and their captain. Here's James Milner. Scott Parker much will depend on his influence today, but Manchester United having plenty of joy in terms of possession early on. Here's Huntington, who is naturally a centre-half, even though he's been playing at full-back since his promotion to the first team. And this is David Edgar, who played at right-back in his only other game against Bolton, and as if they haven't got enough problems already, another injury concern here. Emre has gone down early on. Is yet another hamstring? Well, he is cursed, isn't he, at the moment?
It's hard to say. I think it's maybe just Fletcher putting a knee at the back of Emre. And when you look at the substitutes bench, I mean, that's very inexperienced as well. Really having a torrid time with injuries at this moment in time. As you rightly said, Rob, I mean, the results ain't been that bad. And the form in the league of late, particularly at St James's, has been very good.
Well, Nicky Butt is watching on the bench, but not available to Newcastle today, and really disappointed to be missing out. Robert Luque is one of the substitutes, but the other options available to Glenn Roeder, Matthew Patterson, Alan O'Brien, 17-year-old Andrew Carroll.
Yeah, I think losing Nicky Butt was a massive blow for Glenn Roeder. Probably playing better just now than at any time in the last couple of seasons.
From Ronaldo there, that was Neville, dragged through by Rooney. Taylor who came to meet it. Despite the problems they've had, Newcastle, they're only 2 points lower going into this new year than they were going into 2006. The year that they began with a 2-2 draw here against Middlesbrough. They haven't lost their opening game in the league of a new year since they were beaten by Manchester United back on the 2nd of January 2002. Clearance by Vidic. Solano. Rooney's header out to Ryan Giggs. Saha's touch. Back by Taylor. Shay Given got rid of it. He himself has had an injury problem recently. A groin injury that meant he wasn't even taking his goal kicks early on against Everton. Cleared by Vidic. This is Ronaldo. And that's a pleasing sight for the Newcastle fans. A good tackle by David Edgar. This is Edwin. Giggs has got him behind Solano. Rooney and Saha wait in the middle. It's Taylor who cuts it out. Giggs here looking to keep up the pressure and test this inexperienced defence. Cleared by Parker and then by Emre.
And I thought the Manchester United midfield players, they want to get the ball out to the wide areas as often as possible early in this game. Get Ronaldo having a go at Edgar. Giggs likewise at Solano. Another side of the pitch.
This is Scholes. Now Fletcher. Concern for Glenn Roeder at the moment is that United is seeing a lot of the ball. He wants his players to get tighter. Here's Edgar. Got away from Neville. That was Milner. Femi Martins short of support, although Sibierski and Dyer are getting there now. Couldn't find Sibierski with his cross. Here's Scholes. Looking long for Louis Saha. Got away from Parker, slipped in towards Ryan Giggs, and right across the face from Giggs.
Well, it's a beautiful ball from Saha, terrific run from Giggs. Poor positioning here by Solano, gets caught ball watching. Ryan Giggs should really have put United in front here. It's a glorious opportunity. He pushes it past the post. A terrific little run in behind Solano.
Hasn't scored in the Premiership since September, Ryan Giggs. But the quality of some of United's attacking play this season has been a joy to behold. There was some concern about the way they defended from their manager at the weekend. There's some alarm from Newcastle at the way they've started here. Here's Sibierski. Now Martins, Emre, Milner. To Parker. Solano willing to get involved. This is Martins. Struck back by Gary Neville. That's a good clearance from Van der Sar. Huntington underneath it. You can blame the pitch for that one. Here's Edgar. Headed by Ferdinand. That's Parker. Is there a nudge in the back? The referee's played the advantage anyway. Sibierski, the player offended against, but it was an advantage that Rob Stiles allowed. Giggs. Now Ronaldo. Spreading it wide to Louis Saha. Ronaldo and Rooney wait in the middle. Solano continues to provide cover in that area with great distinction.
Well, it's a poor ball from Giggs out to Saha. Too much on it. The youngsters started well for Newcastle. Edgar, Huntington. Big night for them.
Two of Huntington's first 3 games were against Chelsea, and on both of those occasions, although they lost Newcastle in the league and the cup, they performed well. Maybe the best that Glen Roeder can hope for from this is an honourable display, at least from his patched-up team. Vidic. Ferdinand, Fletcher, Taylor, Vidic, it's Dyer. It's got a toe to it. And it's broken here for Kieran Dyer. Van der Sar pushes it away. And the first we've seen of Newcastle in an attacking sense. They've contained everything United have thrown at them so far. And Dyer gives United their first scare.
I'll tell you what, he strikes it well. And they get a little break of the ball here. Falls nicely right into the path of Dyer. One thing in his mind here. Then a shot in Van der Sar. Decent effort as well.
Giggs looking to get on the end of the free kick, but Taylor had watched it. Rooney came in against him and wins the throw-in. Edwin with the throw. Rooney. Committed from Rooney. Crowd didn't like it, but there wasn't too much fuss from the Newcastle players. Still to reach his peak this season, but that might be good news for United with the second half of the campaign to come.
Scott Parker does well here. Just gets up and gets on with it. There's a little bit of a lunge there in it. Didn't seem to bother Parker too much. Solano
scored Newcastle's first goal of last year against Middlesbrough. But his opportunities to get forward might be limited here tonight.
It's just been a nightmare possession for Newcastle United this season. 7 different right backs. Astonishing.
Gary Neville. Ferdinand. Here's Vidic. Rooney's touch, it's a wayward one. Emre pokes it through. Ferdinand, though, had the edge on Obafemi Martins. Van der Sar very coolly playing his way out of pressure.
I read it pretty well there, Rio Ferdinand. And he has a threat, Martins. They're pushing up, put a space in behind. They've got the pace to hurt any defenders.
Neville. It back. Solano and Shay Given were both around when Newcastle gained their last victory against Manchester United back in 2001. A 4-3 victory here. All 3 of Newcastle's Premiership victories over tonight's opponents have come at this ground. Taylor. Emre. Saha. Again, a good advantage played. Ronaldo just angled it through to Giggs. Here's Scholes. Now Saha. Into the cut from distance by Taylor. groin injury he's had, Shay Given. He might just be a little wary with his kicking still.
That was a great pull back from Taylor. The keeper under a little bit of pressure.
Here's Edgar. Rooney. The duel between Rooney and Parker looks like being a fairly interesting one as the evening develops. It's Fletcher. Emre. Scholes. Ronaldo. Fletcher. Gary Neville. Rooney looking for Ronaldo to get in. Down too much weight on Edgar Saha. Emre under pressure from Scholes. Not too late.
Yeah, terrific little midfield player, Paul Scholes, playing as well as ever this season, but tackling not one of his strong points. Just served a suspension.
Reborn this season though, isn't he, Paul Scholes? It must be like having a new signing for United. We lost him for so much of last season. Kid clears Sivierski, who wasn't particularly happy with the flight of it.
Well, Solskjaer as well. I mentioned Paul Scholes. He's weighed in with half a dozen goals. But another new signing for Sir Alex, a real bonus for her. There's much talked about Chelsea's strength and depth. I don't think there's a great deal of difference between the two clubs.
Here's Edwin. Vidic. That's Huntington with a header away. Neville and Fletcher in each other's way. Edgar. Going by Solano to Dyer. Here's Martins. Fletcher struggling with him, and Martins does well to get away from he and Scholes. Not so well with the pass though. Neville slid in. Rio Ferdinand. Here's Giggs. Really couldn't bring it under control. Here's Milner. Away by Emre. Ferdinand.
I thought Glenn Roder pretty pleased with the start his side have made. Had a Giggs chance, and he really should have scored. Dyer half chance at the other end. Manchester United have had more of the ball, but not really troubled Shay Given as yet.
Here's Rooney, he could. The last thing that Newcastle need at the moment is to lose more players, and Emre did risk a suspension by becoming embroiled in an argument at Everton at the weekend. Bearing in mind that Glenn Roder has sent out virtually the only 11 that he could have picked, he'll be delighted to have got through the first 20 minutes unscathed.
Well, I must admit, I was quite pleased to see the reaction of Everton players when Emre was waving the imaginary card. Just something we don't like.
Here's Giggs. Now Scholes. Saha. Now Rooney. There was a player there for Newcastle. Breaks down from Emre this time. Neville. Here's Ronaldo. Saha. Ronaldo. Scholes. Away by Edgar. And this is Milner. This is Martins. It's a bit short for Solano. Martins making the best of it now. Level takes it away from Antoine Sibierski. Pitch looking long for Giggs. Ronaldo has switched sides to see if he can get any more joy out of Solano. This is Scholes. Ronaldo again. Now Evra. Rooney. Here's Ferdinand. Scholes leaves it to Evra. Ferdinand. Away by David Edgar to Sibierski. This is Emre. Parker. By Dyer to Solano. Some space for him to move into. Look for Sibierski from that, but it's too much on it.
Well, Sibierski's an aerial threat. He can get the ball into wide areas. Balls into the box, but Newcastle just not been able to do that so far. Never got in behind Neville or Edgar. Here's Milner.
Emre. Parker. To Sibierski. Sibierski came in with a challenge on Paul Scholes. The referee Stars didn't like. It's a word of warning.
I just dived in a little bit here. Scholes has already passed the ball. Not a great deal in it.
Scholes closed down again by Sibierski. It was there to be reached that time by the Newcastle man, but Solano got a piece of Ronaldo, and Manchester United win the free kick.
Well, they're saying he won the ball. He might have got to the ball eventually. He got Ronaldo first.
Certainly plenty quite cynical here about Ronaldo. As the ball's played through to Saha! And that's a good stop from Shay Given, who spread himself at the striker. Back in by Evra. Ronaldo looks to climb. Well, Shay Given furious that the corner's been awarded, but he came to his team's aid earlier.
Well, it's a fantastic bit of goalkeeping here. And it's a lovely through ball. Great control by Saha. Gets his shot away quickly. But Given alert, charges out his goal, narrows the angle. Terrific bit of goalkeeping.
Corner, and Saha with a header that from in front of the goalkeeper was knocked away. Parker, it wasn't cleared.
Well, it might be going into the arms of Shay Given. Parker's not to know that. Just knocks it out for another United corner.
Well, you can understand them wanting to give as much protection to their goalkeeper as possible. Saha let a few hearts skip a beat then. Giggs with a corner. Vidic and Saha climb for the same ball. Push in the back of Emre by Darren Fletcher. He also claims that maybe his calf was grazed by Fletcher then.
He just seemed to stumble into Emre here. It's a silly place to give a free kick away. And we've got Newcastle United penned in. A little bit of sustained pressure there. Corner kicks. But could have been behind. It's not for this fella. Really was a marvellous bit of goalkeeping. But we shouldn't be surprised. There's absolutely no doubt that he's one of the outstanding goalkeepers in the Premiership.
games tonight for Shay Given for Newcastle, closing in on Alan Shearer, who made 404. Here's Sibierski, and it's blocked, and Sibierski says it was by the hand of Vidic, but the referee ignores that appeal.
I tell you, he didn't half-strike it well, Sibierski.
Helped on by Dyer to Taylor, and Scholes came back with a tackle, and Van der Sar can't stop the corner.
Well, he just advances with the ball. Here's Sibierski. He looks up, smashes it into Vidic. Does it hit his hand here, hit his arm? Strikes it well. Well, I tell you what, I've seen them given.
Milner's corner, headed into the hands of Van der Sar.
Well, I know he's an aerial threat. A good signing for Glen Roeder, playing various positions.
Here's Parker. Solano. Fletcher. Here's Neville. Sibierski came back, the ball first, and then maybe got Ronaldo later, after he's let it run though. Play off by Martins. This is Sibierski.
Yeah, Ronaldo just having a word with him here, not happy with that tackle at all with Sibierski. He's finding it tough, Ronaldo, doubling up on him every time he gets the ball. Shouldn't be surprised, the form he's been in of late, been absolutely fantastic. He's going to get this kind of treatment.
Well, here he goes, Ronaldo. Taylor behind the cross and gets it away in a fashion. Just now getting into his stride. Rob Starr's just having a word with him. He was furious about Sibierski's challenge on him. Well, Newcastle undone by corners at Everton and facing up to another one from United here. Three real powerhouses in the air, in wait for Giggs' kick. Cleared though by Taylor.
Nice poor corner kick. Went for an awful lot better than that from Ryan Giggs.
Giggs. He's done well to get through here, Ryan Giggs. Saha goes for it. Made real inroads then, Giggs.
He did, and I tell you what, it's a terrific bit of defending by Solano in the box here. Getting a pat in the back from the rest of his defenders. Gets a little break here, Giggs gets a little bit lucky, but knocks it into the danger area. Solano comes round. It's a terrific, well-timed tackle in.
And now Solano's got into the opposing area. Dyer. Emre. Scott Parker. Parker goes for the hit.
So this is a decent Newcastle United performance. I think whenever we've seen the team sheets today, looked at the Newcastle back four, how inexperienced it was, thought it might have been a bit of a rout. It's anything but.
Manchester United have been afflicted by the Newcastle curse. Louis Saha off the field at the moment. He seems to have a groin problem. United then down to 10 men, and Newcastle playing on as they look for Martins. It's gone out.
No, the ball's clearly over the line. I don't know what the Newcastle fans behind the goal are complaining about. We've got another injury.
Gary Neville being spoken to. There's a challenge on Milner, but the referee played the advantage, allowing that attack to build up.
And he just comes inside. Gary Neville here. Catches him a sore one in the shin. Milner goes down, stays down.
He's got away with the ticking off, Gary Neville. James Milner is off, although he won't be for long. And the casualty on the other side is now back on. Louis Saha has retaken his place in the Manchester United attack. Cheers for Neville for his treatment of Milner, who is now back on. Here's Vidic. Headed away by Taylor. Emre. A loose one from Scott Parker. Scholes. Emre. Parker. Dyer. Milner up to his left. Milner looking to get inside. Neville. Oh, that is an absolute stormer! James Milner has really upset the apple cart. Manchester United a goal down, and what a cracker!
Well, the build-up's terrific. The finish is absolutely brilliant. What a strike! Good passing here. Dyer picks it up, knocks it out to Milner in the wide areas, coming inside Gary Neville. And what about that for a strike? Absolutely no chance for Van der Sar whatsoever. St James's Park has absolutely erupted.
Newcastle United now, scoring by number 16, James Milner.
Only the second Premiership goal he's ever scored for Newcastle United, and just 3 days short of his 21st birthday. What a way for James Milner to celebrate. And he's got a pretty big fan club at Stamford Bridge now. Can Manchester United bounce back? Solano. Parker. Milner. Through to Emre. Now Martins. Sibierski with a cross. It's Ferdinand who reaches it. It's Parker who has a crack. Very well deflected on his way through.
Yeah. Takes a little bit of a deflection. Parker shot. Another one. Foots Van der Sar. Stung that James Milner goal. Couldn't get anywhere near it.
Scholes looking for Louis Saha. Milner has the 12th man doing its job now. The Newcastle crowd really did erupt when that goal went in, and with good reason. What a goal it was, and what a response from the Newcastle team in the adversity they faced with all the injury problems.
I think Manchester United might have injury problems now as well. Saha struggling for some part, getting his tracksuit off. The Manchester United dugout.
Ronaldo knocked off the ball by Kieran Dyer, fairly in the referee's view though, and then Martins is taken down, and Paul Scholes is in trouble. A yellow card.
Well, he's rash here, Paul Scholes. I don't think he would have any arguments about the book. He's just not happy with it. What he thought was free kick on Solano just seconds earlier. Kieran Dyer here barging into Ronaldo.
Paul Scholes, only just back from a suspension, gets his 6th yellow card of the season. United acting because of the problem you mentioned, Gordon. Louis Saha, that groin injury is going off, and Ji-sung Park comes on.
I think they'll just play Ronaldo through the middle now with Rooney. Giggs stays in the left. Park play down the right touch line.
The manager orchestrating the changes. With some tightening in. Huntington's kick. Sibierski climbs, but can't get any direction on the header.
Registration number Romeo 2.
tell you what, it's been a terrific performance from Newcastle United. A lot of these Geordie fans feared the worst today. Really inexperienced back four, playing against a side that's formed been absolutely brilliant over the festive period. Ronaldo playing sensationally well up against a rookie left back. Hasn't half done well. Edgar, Huntington as well. They sent him in the defence alongside Taylor. And they've had a good Saha chance, great save by Given. Giggs when he should have scored. Apart from that, not been a great deal.
Sobierski's layoff to Dyer. Solano offering support on the outside, and Dyer doesn't get the ball right, allowing Edgar to get it clear. That's Fletcher away, and now Park just on. A fresh pair of legs running at Newcastle and picking out Cristiano Ronaldo. Rooney! And Given does enough!
Well, saves with his body once again. It's a good break. Park out to Ronaldo. Lovely little ball into Rooney here. Stretches, gets a foot to it. But Given, once again, saved brilliantly earlier from Saha, does the same against Rooney here.
Well, Rooney can barely believe he hasn't equalised. But this is an area where Newcastle are notoriously fragile. From the corner kick, Vidic makes a brave attempt to get there, but Newcastle deal with it again. Edgar. Back out to the taker, Ryan Giggs. 5 in the middle for him if he can pull it across. He's stopped from doing so, though. Another kick from Solano. Clear by Huntington. Ray got there. This is Edgar. Giggs looking to stand one up, but Solano's in the way. This is Park. Back in by Edgar. Rooney challenging. And cleared by Milner. This is Martins. Newcastle getting as many forward as they can afford. Milner and Sobierski were in support, but he couldn't deliver.
To think a bit more care he's passing than that. Gave it away cheaply there, Martins. Did well to get the turn and run at United back four. Then lost it easily.
Nothing to Ronaldo's left. He has to look inside to Scholes. Paul Scholes. Oh yes! Paul Scholes equalises for Manchester United.
Well, get goals from anywhere, this United side. Paul Scholes this time, a beautiful bit of footwork here. It's a delightful little bit of football, quick feet by Scholes, terrific finish. Given, who's been magnificent, can't do anything at all with that one. That's a wonderful bit of technique from Paul Scholes. That is wonderful. And the finish there, well, Given dies, but forget it. Great goal.
Just what the doctor ordered for Manchester United, as Paul Scholes gets his 10th career goal against Newcastle United. Burst their bubble a little bit after that cracking goal from Milner and put them ahead. And now United have the scent of success again. Neville's throw, it's Scholes again. Ronaldo pulls it over.
I'll tell you, plenty of red shirts in the box as well when this ball comes across. Nightmare for defenders. Ronaldo with the ball at his feet running at you. 4 United players in the box. Cross is a poor one.
Action to come tomorrow. We'll be seeing Chelsea's pursuit of Manchester United continue when they're at Aston Villa. It's live on Sky Sports 1 and HD1 from 7:30, and there'll be highlights too of the match at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and Charlton. Fletcher. Giggs.
Wasn't a lot he could do with the Paul Scholes goal, was it? It really was a terrific bit of football. A little midfielder.
Vidic. Huntington. It's given away to Rooney. Giggs. Fletcher looking to turn on it. Good block initially by Huntington and then cleared by Taylor.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's good chest control by Fletcher as well. Takes the defender out of it. Just doesn't make a connection with his left foot.
Ferdinand. Vidic. This is Edgar. Edwin looking for Rooney. Got away from him. Can Park keep it in? And it's turned in by Scholes, but no, the linesman is flagging.
Yeah, Park kept chasing the ball. I mean, it's a bit of a lost cause. Did run over the dead ball line. So certain referees up his flag immediately. I tell you, it's a terrific ball from Edgar. Difficult take for Rooney. Coming over your shoulders.
The one that got away for Wayne Rooney, and Paul Scholes really just chanced his arm in sticking it in and then looked across and saw the flag was up as the ball was judged to have gone behind. Here's Fletcher. Now Giggs.
Well, they've been two fantastic goals. Milner's power, accuracy, fantastic finish, close control, technical ability, finishing the Paul Scholes at the other end. Top draw strikes.
Martins, Solano. Good ball in, Sibierski! Van der Sar denies him. What a chance! Giggs, and at the other end, Ronaldo could be in here for Manchester United. And he doesn't make the most of his big moment either.
Well, great chances at either end here. Sibierski really should do better when this ball comes in. Loses his marker, gets in between Neville and Ferdinand. Free header, 6 yards from goal. Terrific bit of keeping by Van der Sar. United hit them in the counter-attack. Ronaldo looks as he's in and gets it all wrong. Well, you just expect him to drill them home. The form has been in of late.
One added minute in the first half. It really did look then as though there would be instant punishment for Sibierski's miss. Newcastle off the hook because of Ronaldo's miss. This is Milner. It's Scott Parker for Newcastle. Scholes closes him down. Here's Solano. Evra wins it from Dyer. Ronaldo finds Rooney. Giggs is over to his right. But Rooney chances a purposeful run at goal. Ronaldo. Rooney making room for himself. Park! Off the post! Should score. It's a fantastic opportunity. Once again, great work by Rooney. Beautiful little disguised pass into Fletcher. Falls to the feet of Park. Really should be tucking this away and hits the post. Another chance goes a begging. Well, a gripping first half in which Newcastle, against all the odds, took the lead through James Milner, only to see it cancelled out by another goal against Newcastle for Paul Scholes. Shay Given has been in fine form to deny United, and big chances have been missed since both of those goals. Park hitting the post near the end, and Sibierski missing a great close-range chance. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 1.
Well, I said these are often classic encounters, and this has all the makings, doesn't it? In a moment, the views of the former England, Manchester United and Chelsea midfielder Ray Wilkins. Be fast and furious, a couple of quality goals to get anyone to their feet, even a pensioner. That would have been the 2-1. And there he is. Park with that late opportunity that he didn't quite managed to take. So one apiece at half-time. It has been a fantastically entertaining contest so far. Remember, the prize for Manchester United is to go 9 points clear at the top. Rob Stiles has played his part as well by keeping the game flowing whenever he possibly could. We're in for another 45 minutes of terrific action, we hope, in the company of Gordon McQueen and Rob Hawthorne.
The question of whether Newcastle United can sustain their first half effort is the burning one. This is already their 34th game of the season. And meanwhile, Manchester United, I'm sure, will be unfazed, unconcerned and very sceptical about reports of so-called disarray at Chelsea. They need to turn this 6-point advantage over their closest rivals into a 9-point one. They know it doesn't matter where you are in January. Days were, of course, when Manchester United were in pursuit of Newcastle at this time of the year. Once memorably back in the 95-96 season, overturning a 12-point deficit against them. But these days it's Chelsea chasing Manchester United. And will that pursuit become harder if United can kick on in this second half? They've already put in away performances where they've had to bounce back against the likes of Wigan and Sheffield United this season and gone on to win games. Here's Ronaldo looking to give them a good start to the second half here. And Scholes drives it! And Paul Scholes is the man who's come up with a perfect response here. A goal down, but 2 from Scholes put Manchester United ahead.
Well, when Ronaldo picks this ball up at the edge of the 18-yard box, there's nothing on for him. Just looks up, rolls it square to Scholes it. And what a strike this is. Great goal by Scholes to get United back in the game. The equalizer now puts them in front. How many times have we seen him do this? Through the legs of the Newcastle defender. Maybe a little touch of a deflection there. What a start to the second half of Manchester United.
And Paul Scholes has only ever scored 2 hat-tricks in his career. The last of them was here, a 6-2 victory back in April 2003. But that goal just 22 seconds into the second half could possibly be fatal to Newcastle and really deflate them after what had been an excellent first half display.
Well, we always felt Newcastle were going to have to score another goal in this game to get anything out of it at all, because it was pretty certain Manchester United would. When they played pretty well first half, Newcastle, particularly the 2 youngsters, Edgar, Huntington. But Man United still managed to carve them open on several occasions. And I'm sure Sir Alex was saying at half-time he'd like them to be a little more clinical with their finishing. Well, Paul Scholes has responded.
Well, he's up now to 11 goals against Newcastle in his career, and Manchester United are 1 short of their 50 in the Premiership this season already. They've scored 3 goals in each of their last 3 matches. Can they do it again here? That's Emre. What a response from Scholes.
Just a magnificent strike of the ball. Many times we've seen him score goals from this type of distance. Given's a bit unlucky here, a bit unsighted. Might take a tiny little deflection off the defender there as it's gone through his legs.
Scholes. Scholes looking for Darren Fletcher this time. Screen from him, although he's claiming a corner, Fletcher.
Much prefers this role, Darren Fletcher, centre of the park. Plays wide right. Maybe just not get the pace to the pass full backs. But a very good user of the ball. Certainly been a productive partnership today in the centre of the park, Fletcher and Scholes.
Scholes has been a formidable adversary of Newcastle down the years, scored against them in an FA Cup final. Last goal against them before today was in an FA Cup semi-final. And here he is with a double strike today. It's seen Newcastle wither away after that excellent start that James Milner gave them, unless they can find it within themselves to stage a comeback here.
Alex is telling us Patrice Evra just to settle down a little bit. To be fair to the Frenchman, the ball did bobble up a little bit when he tried to roll it out to Ronaldo. He's playing on the left-hand side. Digs through the middle with Rooney.
The pace they've set off at in the Premiership this season, it's United's to lose. Edgar slip. Mark. There's Huntington. Knocked on by Sibierski. Scholes. Rooney. Now Ronaldo. Back by Edgar. Ronaldo again. Rooney. Here's Park, Neville up on the outside of him. Park's ball in. He's looking to locate Wayne Rooney, but it's sliced clear by Paul Huntington. Giggs. Fletcher. On it for Rooney. What Rooney would give for a goal at the moment. He's struggled to score since the hat-trick he got against Bolton, just 3 goals in 15 games since then. Martins was looking to get on the end of that, but that was a foul by Antoine Sibierski on Nemanja Vidic.
Oh, just a big no-nonsense centre-half, Vidic. Really has got an excellent partnership going with Rio Ferdinand. Goals against Colin, pretty impressive.
Emre did really well with the run. It was just the final ball that let him down when he was looking to pick out Obafemi Martins, but he cleared a few obstacles to get there. Here's Rooney. Ryan Giggs. Neville. Fletcher. Park. Away by Edgar. There's Vidic. Well, the Manchester United manager came out claiming the throw, and Rob Styles agreed with a man who became pensionable age yesterday, but it's an age in life when most people are looking forward to retirement. The thing he's looking forward to is carrying on winning trophies.
I thought he was going to take the throw in there.
Here's Giggs, and it's Darren Fletcher who's burst forward here. Parker got across.
That's a good bit of defending here by Parker. Matches the run made by Fletcher, gets his block in. Trying to get his shot away. That's off his arm, but no intent there.
Giggs with a corner. swung right across to Rooney. Vidic has come out for it. Fletcher has a stab that's blocked. Now Park. Giggs. Fletcher! Just lifted over.
They're beginning to turn the screw now, Manchester United, looking for the third goal, which you would guess would put this match beyond Newcastle United. Getting plenty bodies forward. Dan Fletcher in particular started the second half with 2 or 3 good runs into the Newcastle box. Played well in that role today.
Manchester United 15 points better off than at the same stage of the season when they last won the title, but it's become clear from the moment that Arsenal won the league, going through a whole season unbeaten, that they would have to up their game again to reclaim the crown that was once theirs on a regular basis. And so far only 4 teams have taken anything off them this season. But since that defeat at West Ham that was such a shock to the United manager, they've bounced back in style.
Well, I think there's been a belief and determination about Manchester United's performances this season in the Premiership. Really have played some fantastic stuff, provided us with great entertainment. No surprise when you get players like Ronaldo on the ball now. Rooney, 76,000 at Old Trafford every week.
Park. Here's Fletcher. Gary Neville. This is Giggs. Ball across looking for Ronaldo, but Given frustrates him by getting the touch. He will win the race with Kieran Dyer.
His movement's terrific. Giggs is popping up all over the place. He's playing in that role just behind Rooney, but pops up in the wide areas. What he does there to get crosses in.
Who needs his team to up their game. Can't afford to feel sorry for themselves. There was no evidence of that happening, certainly in the first half, but now United have taken control. It's going to break this for Ji-sung Park. Well.
Yeah, he's done some good work defensively. Some pretty impressive work in an attacking sense as well. What a strike.
Neville's ball struck his own man. This is Emre. Sibierski. Here's Huntington. Urged to go across by Edgar. He finds his colleague Taylor. And this is Scott Parker. Martins. Sibierski looking to play in Martins again, who's well shackled by Vidic. Here's Scholes. Paul Scholes, the man who's turned this game around for Manchester United, finds Rooney. Now Ronaldo. Foul by Solano, although he felt that Ronaldo actually exaggerated it.
Well, I don't know. I think Ronaldo's come in for some pretty harsh treatment this afternoon. He just tried to ride the tackle there, sees it coming. Once he's knocked the ball inside, Solano thinks he's been a little bit dramatic.
Time being taken over this. Ronaldo back to Giggs. To trick his way past Solano. Good shout from Given then, did David Edgar.
Yeah, the youngster just showed some nice composure there. Can be well pleased with the way he's performed so far. Given away by Huntington to Scholes.
Paul Scholes, the last man that Newcastle want to be doing any favours for. Here's Solana. Says David Edgar. Stephen Taylor. Solano. Dyer. Martins. Milner's free on the left. Through the middle to Antoine Sibierski. Now he's offside. Flag went up very quickly. I think it was against Kieran Dyer, and that's what the crowd are appealing about, because it wasn't Dyer who went for the ball.
Well, assistant referee raises his flag here pretty early. I mean, and he's right, just in an offside position there. Newcastle fans behind them, not best pleased with his decision, but it's a correct one.
Huntington. Vidic. That's Fletcher. Back by Rooney to Giggs. Rooney didn't get anything on it. Decent challenge by Huntington. And Rooney has got up holding his knee in a match in which Manchester United have already lost Louis Saha. A yellow card for Gary Neville there.
Well, I think Sir Alex will be more concerned with the problem with Wayne Rooney here. It's hard to see what he done. It looked nothing when he tried to roll that ball out wide to Jason Park. Seemed to jar his knee in some way. Maybe here when he wins this header, competing there with Taylor. Some distress.
There's a jarring on the landing perhaps then from Wayne Rooney. Meant that Gary Neville's booking almost went unnoticed. That's what it was for. Booking number 1 of the season for the Manchester United captain. So Neville and Scholes both on yellow cards in this match. Manchester United here hoping that Rooney can shrug this off.
Well, especially when you see your other striker going off with a groin injury that might keep him out for some time. Oh, they have got Solskjaer to come back into the side. He's already scored half a dozen in the Premiership. He's been an added bonus for Manchester United.
We'll have Henrik Larsson as well from tomorrow. Neville. The throw-in, although Martins felt it should have been his.
I don't think he agreed with it there, did it? He's right as well, isn't it? Nell, the last man to touch the ball there before it went out. Should have been a Newcastle throw.
Well, Wayne Rooney is back on, if not moving altogether comfortably at this stage. Louis Saha was taken off in the first half, as well as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not in the 16 today, and the arrival of Henrik Larsson. Manchester United will of course soon have Giuseppe Rossi back after his loan spell here at Newcastle, in which he didn't get too many Premiership starts. The indications are that they'll hold on to him, not let him go out on loan again for the run into the season. Here's Sibierski. Emery. Now Parker. Edgar with a header away. And here's Ronaldo. The best ball for Scholes. Emery got across. Here's Dyer. Martins. James Milner, who lit up this place in the first half with that stunning goal that gave Newcastle their lead.
I think that's why Sir Alex will be wanting the third Manchester United goal. Because he knows Newcastle United have got players and get goals out of nothing, like James Milner did. Dyer, Martins, Sibierski, a fair amount of talent there.
Pulled across. Vidic with a clearing header. Parker hoping it would land for him, but Giggs shuffled across to take it away from him. And here's Rooney. Now Park. Milner again coming back to try and help out David Edgar, who did enough anyway. Sink or swim today for the Canadian under-20 international David Edgar on his home debut against the Premiership leaders. Sibierski, who clashed with Vidic before when Vidic was holding his face, has himself gone down this time after coming together with the same opponent.
Well, he just attacks the ball here, Vidic. Sees no danger. Brave central defender, attacks the ball well in both boxes. Good centre-half header, nothing wrong with that.
Vidic and Evra have perhaps proved the point. We're a bit judgmental about players in their first season with clubs. He and Evra have really come into their own this season, haven't they, Gordon?
Yeah, I mean, this fella's been a terrific signing. Did take a little while to settle down. Now settled into a really strong partnership with Rio Ferdinand. Evra, well, Hinsa, who was brilliant last year for Manchester United, won a lot of Player of the Year trophies. But it's Evra that's first choice now. Just nudged the header, the Argentinian.
Sibierski off for a moment. And Evra with the throw. Thought about taking the throw in. Taylor. Here's Martins. That is a foul by Vidic. And Obafemi Martins. Solana wants to get on with it quickly. And with good reason, as Newcastle chase away back into this match. Huntington and Taylor have gone forward for Emre's kick, which is in towards Martins. Here's Park.
Well, we mentioned Vidic heading ability, and that's another terrific clearance from his own box there. And his good delivery from Emre. It's a strong head to it. Solid, reliable, no nonsense.
Sibierski. Manchester United conceding another free kick. Solano delayed from taking it, but finds Emre. And here's Edgar. Linking up with Milner. Now Emre becomes involved. Fletcher closing him down. Ian Park working well to and break up Newcastle play, which they've succeeded in doing. Here's Scholes. Back by Gary Neville. Miscued clearance by Edwin van der Sar. Ferdinand makes of it what he can. Gary Neville stops any immediate pressure being mounted by Newcastle. Getting it away. That's Huntington. A bit of a misunderstanding there with his fellow teenager Edgar. Sibierski. Here's Park, now Scholes. Giggs. Sent Rooney away. Huntington looking to stick with him. Ronaldo's waiting in the middle. Well, Rooney's battled hard and his efforts have been worth it. He's won a corner.
Well, it doesn't look any problem with his knee now. And pace is a defender here, using his body strength. The Newcastle fans felt that was a goal kick. Certainly Huntington did.
It's Giggs with a corner. Vidic flying across. Ronaldo underneath it. Off the top of Huntington's head before Given claimed. Newcastle, having survived, look for Obafemi Martins. Edwin misses the header. Here's Milner. Emre. Parker's got forward. Not there by Vidic. It was a near coming together from which the United defender came off worse. And that's another concern for Manchester United.
Well, they're looking for a penalty here when this ball gets knocked in. I think it's Parker that runs into Vidic rather than vice versa. Certainly no penalty.
More cynical amongst the Newcastle fans feel that Manchester United are taking every opportunity they can to waste precious seconds. Vidic all right again now, looks for Ji-sung Park.
Well done well Newcastle, because it looked when Paul Scholes put United in front, there's going to be more United goals. They've clawed their way back into this game, Newcastle. Certainly not over yet.
They've lost their last 2 games in a row, Newcastle. It's October since they suffered 3 defeats on the trot. Clear by Stephen Taylor. We've won 4 in a row here in the Premiership since that dispiriting defeat by Sheffield United. On so many occasions this season, ridden above the jeers of opposing fans. There's a danger to rile him. Here's Fletcher. Misplaced clearance. Paul Huntington.
Manchester United players in general get plenty of stick when they play away from home. I think Ronaldo gets more than his share.
Here's Giggs. Back by Parker. Away by Edgar. Here's Emre. Now Solano. This is Dyer. Martins. Kieran Dyer's been fairly quiet in this second half so far. This is Milner. Edgar lining one up. Well, there's confidence for you. What about that for a home debut? Newcastle United against all the odds have bounced back, and it's the 19-year-old who's done it.
Well, Alex Ferguson will be fuming with his defenders here. There's a lot of bodies between Edgar and Van der Sar's goal, but it gets through them all and beats Van der Sar. Picks up, comes inside, takes a bit of a deflection here. Comes off Paul Scholes into the corner of the net. That's 2 efforts. Van der Sar really no chance of either of them.
I'm not sure Glenn Roeder could believe that, could he? Struggled to get to his feet to celebrate that cracking strike from Edgar. Did get a little bit of help on its way through from Paul Scholes, but there'll be no denying the Canadian that goal. And there'll be great cheers at that in West London too, I'm sure. I'm sure he can barely believe it.
Well, what a day for the youngster. And his play in general's been excellent. And if he tops that off with the equalizer here, well,
if Nicky Butt had been fit, David Edgar probably wouldn't even have been playing. There's Scholes, who got that inadvertent touch on Edgar's shot. Sibierski looking to play Dyer through. Yet again, questions being asked of Manchester United's defence. He posed questions when they seemed to let Reading back into the game late on, although there was never any real danger then of Manchester United letting their lead slip. But that could be very costly. Scholes. Ronaldo. That is a foul by Roberto Solano.
well, the Newcastle fans really unhappy with that decision. Ronaldo just looking to knock it inside Solano. Solano's rash. I don't know what the complaints are about. They're saying he's went for the ball. Well, an awful lot of Ronaldo as well.
Here's Scholes. Giggs. And here's Ronaldo. And Dyer this time takes it away cleanly. Martins. He had to resist Edwin initially, and then Giggs came in as well.
It's not been a great day for Cristiano Ronaldo. And obviously he's been in sensational form recently, scoring goals. Newcastle United have done a good job on him today.
Well, a Newcastle United fan is going to be thrown on here by Manchester United. Darren Fletcher coming off. And Michael Carrick, who was born in Wallsend and grew up supporting the men from St James's Park, on here to try and help Manchester United to beat them. Well, Newcastle visibly lifted by that David Edgar goal. New confidence about them now. Taylor stumbles as he takes the kick, but still finds Sibierski. It's Vidic away. Sibierski again. Giggs. Great touch from Rooney. Here's Ronaldo. Giggs, Park and Rooney looking to get through the middle. Great ball. Really searching questions of the Newcastle defence, but they were answered by Huntington.
I'll tell you, when this ball comes over, could end up anywhere. Huntington just glad he managed to knock it out for a corner kick. Good defending with the youngster.
Giggs whips his corner across. Again, they handle it. And now Milner looks to break. Dyer just inside him. Martins further forward to his left. Got past Dyer. Gary Neville tidies up. Here's Rooney. Carrick. Pokes it through to Rooney!
Well, it's a chance when Carrick picks it up here. Loses his foot but still manages to get the pass away to Rooney. I mean, Rooney's under pressure. Stephen Taylor trying to get the block in, goes through his legs. Expect Rooney to finish here. This is the Edgar goal. Deflection off Scholes. Bottom corner. No chance for the keeper. Delight in the youngster's face. What an afternoon he's having.
Dream come true for David Edgar. Home debut on this magnificent stage, and a goal against Manchester United. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? And Van der Sar comes bravely at the feet of Obafemi Martins. Here's Carrick. Scholes. Ronaldo. Carrick has a crack. Given there just to be sure.
Well, just not a goal scorer, is it? Surprising, great technique, terrific passer of the ball. You expect a player that can pass the ball the way he does to get more goals.
Given away by Solano. How costly could that be? Rooney holds Solano off. Here's Park. Milner just buys Newcastle a bit of time to get organised. Here's Neville. Carrick. Here's Edgar. Ronaldo. Very clean pair of heels shown to Solano, who stood his ground well. Here's Ronaldo. Edgar. Scholes. Rooney. Away by Edgar. Park. Scholes. Looks to provide for Ronaldo. It was just in front of him.
Well, he just tries to flight that ball. Scholes on between Dyer and Solano at the back post there. We all know that Ronaldo's trickery on the ball. I'll tell you what, it's a good header of the ball as well. He just overhits it.
Well, as things stand, this would be a timely boost for Chelsea, who are in action tomorrow, live on Sky Sports 1 and HD1 at Aston Villa. Our coverage starts at 7:30, and that programme will include highlights from Arsenal against Charlton, Pardew against Wenger, the rematch. Great break here from Carrick, who linked up well with Scholes, and they've won a free kick here in a really dangerous position, which Giggs or Ronaldo will fancy. Yellow card shown.
Yeah, it's a yellow card for Scott Parker here. He knows what he's doing there. Leaves his right leg in a little bit, Parker. Just wanting to give the free kick away. Well, to show whether that's such a good idea, where Ronaldo hits these.
He's a great goalkeeper to have to beat. It would take something special to beat Shay Given, but Ryan Giggs and Cristiano Ronaldo are capable, more than capable, of coming up with something special. It's Giggs, it kicks up, it's a corner.
Well, Wall does its job there. Well, it's another United corner, had plenty of these, and not really took advantage. Newcastle defended set plays poorly against Everton, done an awful lot better with them today.
Giggs this, whips it in, Ronaldo off the line. Solano was the man there, and how glad Newcastle are that he was.
I'd say it's great delivery and a really good header as well. And a terrific bit of defending with Solano here. Good power and good accuracy in the head. Solana just covering that post, heads it clear.
Ronaldo must have thought then that was his moment to answer his critics here. Ronaldo, and here's Rooney. It's a good break from Rooney, this. Tried unselfishly to feed it to Edgar, but it didn't come off.
He picks the wrong option there as well. Solana just knocking the ball out of play because Sobieski injured further up the pitch there. Rooney's to roll that into the path of Giggs. They've made a good run down his right side. And this is a tackle that puts Sobieski out of action, time being. And the break forward. He's looking to feed Edgar in here. See Park and Giggs making a run down the right side. That would have been the better option.
Glenn Roeder is desperately trying to have words with Rob Styles. He was almost having to be saved from himself there by Howard Webb. He was very unhappy about the challenge, I assume, on Sobieski.
Yeah, like Nigel Pearson there, just pulling him back. Don't get yourself into trouble. That could be a costly Christmas.
Newcastle put the ball out so that Sobieski could get treated. And Scholes gives it back to him. Parker. Pulling back at Vidic. He gets on with a free kick. Here's Ronaldo. Drag away from Solano. Back by Taylor. Huntington. Tidied up by Edgar. Here's Dyer. He's away from Vidic, but Ferdinand gets there. Here's Carrick. Now Ronaldo. Carrick, Scholes. Giggs. Away by Parker. Dangerously given away by Emre. In by Giggs. Ronaldo challenged for it with Taylor, but couldn't get close enough to it.
I think that's one of the things that have let Manchester United down to balls in from the wide areas.
Substitution for Newcastle United, leaving the field.
Make a change here. Emre is coming off, and the young South African Matthew Patterson coming on to replace him. Yet another injury concern for Newcastle. They've got a break from Premiership action, which they can hope to get one or two of their casualties fit. Although they've got a tricky time the third round of Birmingham. Patterson coming on here for his 9th game for Newcastle. Slotting in alongside Scott Parker. Well, it's going to be a tense last few minutes for both teams, this. It won't be the worst result in the world for Manchester United, but they were so keen to put extra breathing space between themselves and Chelsea ahead of their visit to Villa tomorrow. Here's Scholes. Neville. Giggs. It's Ronaldo. Gary Neville's got into the box, so too has Park, and he's free!
His first touch lets him down here. It's a terrific ball in. He's not offside. Oh, poor control. That's a chance. Sir Alex knows it. Control lets him down there.
Well, after his moment of glory, David Edgar could have been responsible for that goal. I think he was the one who was playing Park onside. But Park doesn't take the chance. Well, a constant theme of Manchester United's previous successes was late winners, getting strong in the game. As it wears on, relentless to the finish. Newcastle may have still to face an onslaught, but they've shown plenty of character themselves this year. Carlos Queiroz.
Well, I think this is a game that Manchester United we expect to pick up 3 points. And I know it's never easy winning away from home in the Premiership, but the form they're in at this moment in time, United, taking into consideration their experience and the Newcastle back four, they'll be expecting all 3 points.
Here's Park. Giggs. Milner. In goes Scholes. Carrick. Giggs. Rooney. Milner.
Yeah, he's done a terrific job, James Milner, in the defensive role. Helped out Edgar on numerous occasions, young left back. And a fantastic opening goal to boot.
And yet again, it looks as though the Premiership is going to show its capacity for surprise. Who would have thought that Sir Alex Ferguson's team would lose at West Ham? Looking at the respective team sheets today, this looked a formality for Manchester United. But an unlikely goal-scoring hero in David Edgar has had other ideas, and Newcastle on the brink here of getting a point that not even they could have expected.
I just don't think United have been clinical enough in front of goal. Plenty of good opportunities, not taking them. Although credit to the Newcastle back four, particularly the youngsters. What an afternoon Edgar's had. Huntington not far behind either.
Gary Neville getting United on the front foot with that free kick. Scholes. There will be a relentless determination here from United to win it. That's headed back by Solano, and Newcastle fans relieved that that was a clean catch from Given. Could there even be the fairy tale of a winner for the home team? Patterson. Here's Milner. Matthew Patterson. Newcastle just looking to hold on to it now and claim a point. Edgar, glad that Ronaldo couldn't make the most of that slip.
Yeah, taking a chance there, the youngster got away with it.
Ferdinand's clearance upfield. Taylor had to deal with it and does. Sibierski wins his header with Evra and might be able to just do enough to run the clock down, but he couldn't keep it in. A New Year hangover for Manchester United. Drop points on Tyneside and an unlikely goal-scoring hero for Newcastle United. Weakened today, they had to give 19-year-old David Edgar his home debut, and he responded in the grand manner with the goal that robs Manchester United of 2 precious points and gives Chelsea a massive lift, showing it to their game at Villa Park. Sir Alex Ferguson's team were in the driving seat when Paul Scholes got his second of the match 22 seconds into the second half, but it was not to be enough. A weakened Newcastle team showed great character, bounced back thanks to the young Canadian, and it's finished 2-2 here.
A highly enjoyable contest, wasn't it? And especially for that young man, David Edgar, 19-year-old Canadian. His dad, Eddie, used to play in goal for Newcastle United and Hartlepool United as well. But I don't think he ever quite enjoyed a moment like that. James Milner also with a spectacular